please. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's still loud. I think it's no, up a little bit more, up a little bit more. Yeah, we'll just keep going, probably about there. That's better. Oh, gosh, I was deafening myself. So welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my main page on the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page, and I will read for you a free mini reading. So what I do is I'm an international psychic medium. So what I do is I actually remote view, which means that I see everything outside the right side of my vision on my right side. So spirit gives me all the messages from that side, as well as all the numbers, as well as like the numbers used to fly through, the ad called Red Bull with wings. Instead of it coming through like the Red Bull flying past with the number flying past me, it comes in a target now. So it just hits me with the target. So I'll just giving a message to Ellie. There we go. Thanks, Ellie. I don't know if it's on. Can you please turn on the air for me, please? I'm dying in here. I'm already hot, guys, because the energy is really, really hot. I don't know if you can feel it, but because I'm a medium, it just absolutely, I just start to get really, really like toasted in here. So welcome to the show. We've got beautiful Ellie here. She's here, my producer from, and I'll turn it around, but I think she'd get embarrassed. So come around this side, Ellie. Come and say hello to everybody. So this is young, beautiful Ellie. This is my producer here at Pulse 89.9 FM. So just if you want to join us and watch the live feed, go to Facebook, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'm streaming across 246 platforms tonight, including the radio station, which is that makes it 7. So I just want to say hello to everybody. So love, like, and share my page if you want to have a reading. I do mini readings here, and I do 8 hours a week. So I'll do 8 till 10 tonight. Tomorrow night I'll do 9 to 11, and Tuesday night from home 10 till 12. And then I'm back on Wednesday night at another radio station from 8 till 10. So I work on 3 different radio stations. So we've got Renee Mansell. She says, hi, Lesley, love the pink mic. Yeah, well, that's part of the studio, guys. My actual sock, we call it a sock that goes over the microphone. That's actually black, and Ellie's got a yellow one tonight. So this is this is mic number 2. So, and I don't mind this color. Pretty much pink is a really, really beautiful color for me. So it's actually really bright, and I love bright stuff. So hey, Julie Polglay, she says, hey, Les, how are you tonight? Hello, everybody. So thanks for joining me. We've got Pamela Watson. Thanks for joining me. Yes, I'm well. I'm fantastic. I don't know if you guys saw my live little mini on the way over here in the car. So yes, we've got lots of stuff coming up. I've got Jess Black here. She's hey, Chicky, how are you? And well, yes, I'm fantastic. And I spoke to Jess yesterday. We're working on workshops for going forward for the crystals. So brace yourself for that. It's going to be amazing because we're going to do some educational information on the workshops for the crystals, and we're going to have an auction on there, as well as giveaways and lots of stuff that can help people. So that's what it's all about, okay? Helping people paying it forward and receiving it back as well. So Diana Bassani, she says, hey, Lesley and crew, thanks for joining me. Everyone's saying hello to you there, Ellie. She's cute. Margaret Lima das Santos says, good morning from Canada. So that's beautiful. Thanks for joining me, Margaret. So tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country and county, so that I can see who I'm helping around the world. And love, like, and share my page. So we've got Kate Lyons. Hi, Lesley. Thanks for joining me. So I'm streaming across 2 group pages and 3 Facebook pages and another 2 huge group pages. So it's quite a lot of pages that I have to get over to. So if you're on one of the group pages, then come over to the main page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will see you live in the studio there with me. So it's important to remember that I can't jump back and forward across each of those platforms. So if you're on the wrong page, even though I do stream off those pages, I won't get your message sometimes. So don't be upset with me. Just make sure that you post the questions on the right page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And when you go to that page, you go to the event section and you'll see the live feed in the event. So that's, if you ever want to watch any of my shows as well, you can go back to any of the videos. So look up the video tab there. You'll see the live videos all the way through. I think I counted yesterday approximately probably 155 shows. I think I've done 160 shows, live readings across the last few years. So it's a lot of shows, and there's a lot of things coming up in the future. So my live feed this afternoon before I got here was just a mini. And like I said, we've got crystals, we've got doTERRA oils coming up. We've got a lot of stuff that can heal people and help people in the future. So we've got Lisa Davies here. She says, hey, Lesley, thanks for joining me, Lisa. I've got Linda Scott. She's all the way from Austin in Texas. Thanks for joining me, Linda. Who else? We've got Renee. She says, how are you, Lesley? Thank you. I am fantastic. Let me just scroll forward a bit. Oh, right. So Margaret Lima, she says, I just sold my Mini Cooper S. Okay, that's fantastic. And did I say that you were going to sell that car? I honestly cannot remember. So sometimes what Spirit does for me, or not even sometimes, most of the time what Spirit does for me is any of my mini readings, I do not remember probably 3/4 of what I've said, because I feel like that Spirit wants me to be protected, so it doesn't actually bring me into that limelight of keeping me in some of the sorrow that people suffer, if that makes sense. Because if you're an international psychic medium, you get a lot of questions that are always about a past loved one, and if the person suffered or not suffered, and I feel all the pain that the person suffered as well. So it's just it makes me not remember, put it that way. And it's not because I have no memory. I've got a lot of qualifications to prove I've got a brain, but I just can't remember some of the stuff that I've said. And people have said, oh, Lesley, you predicted a shark attack 2 weeks before it happened. And sure as ever, I get a message from Tina Fu saying, or Vicky Thrift, one of them, saying that I predicted a shark attack and it just happened in Sydney. And I said, oh, okay, fair enough. I don't even remember saying it. So there we go. So we've got Tracy Gibson. She says, hi, Lesley, hope you're well. Hi, everybody. Pamela Watson, she's from the Central Coast. And we've got Margaret. She says, sorry, thought you mentioned you drove over in one. No, I don't have a mini moke. I do not have a mini moke. So, okay. So got my daughter sending me text messages at the moment. So if you'd like a reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And this is my 20th show on a Sunday evening. So it's already adding up, and coming up on Wednesday will be my 90th show at another radio station. And then I think I'm up to number, 9 or 10 for the one on Monday night as well. So you can see all my events coming up on my page, which if you go to the events section on the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. And also I've got a few events coming up with regards to mentoring, so beginners classes for up-and-coming psychic mediums, as well as intermediate classes. So over the next 4 weeks, there'll be two lots of beginners classes coming from this Saturday and the following Saturday. And then after that, we'll have an intermediate class after that, straight after the following week. So 2 lots of intermediates. And I'm also going to be doing the psychic, because I'm a personal trainer, so the psychic PT and lots of different stuff. I don't even know where to start with that. And I was talking to the beautiful Wendy Harvey last night, the lady that writes all my prayers, and she's just amazing. And so she sent me a gorgeous prayer for tonight, which I will find in a second. However, we were talking about the actual psychic PT, but then I got sidetracked, so I don't even know how we ended up in something different. So I'm just trying to find her prayer, and always when you want to find something, everybody's sending you messages. So 1 second, I'm just going to get something to come up here, and we're going into it right now. So she sent me some beautiful quotes as well. So I love quotes and I love prayers. So if you want to, send me anything like that, then go ahead, because I'll post it up on my page, and that's where I get most of my quotes from. So if everybody can actually just put their head down and focus on, the people that are suffering from the floods and the people that are suffering from any sorrow or pain in their life, and then we can actually move forward, and all the rescuers. And we just want to do a massive shout out to all the rescuers here. So we've got here's the prayer from Wendy Harvey. As we all sit and I wonder why, oh why, as the heavens they open from the skies, so many homeless as the rain pours down, when will it end, I say with a frown. Then I see people helping, as I thank God above, they do it to help, what I see is love, so helpless and so caring to the end. While many are heroes, some have made many friends. With brooms and buckets, as we see on TV. Remember, that could be you, that could also be me. We see our elderly being carried one way or another, out of harm's way as people standing together. With we watch our old folks so sad, so frail, and so very weak. We see their minds searching, even a glimmer they seek. We see the puzzled they can't understand. Then they try to smile as they see their rescuers land. This is when we see miracles day to day. It simply is beautiful. Its simplicity is beautiful. What can I say? At some deep level, most are human and kind. Together they come and together they bind. It's so let's say a prayer for those that fight. Let us all send them the love and the light. For all the amazing rescuers and volunteers out there, amen. Thank you very much. So that's a beautiful prayer from Wendy Harvey. Once again, what can I say? So thank you for that, and I'm very blessed to have people like that around me that actually, go out of their way to write me she writes me a prayer now, either on a Sunday night for a Sunday night and for a Tuesday night. Her favorite night is the Tuesday night, and that's when I'm at home and I do my readings, and I do lots of different stuff like coffee cup reading and stuff like that from home, and I educate people with that. So just going forward, we just want to say hello to a few more people here. So we've got beautiful Julie Polglaze. She's down at Shoalhaven, and she says, beautiful Wendy Harvey. So Felicity Hall, she says, evening, Lesley. I'm in Toowoomba. Any guidance from me would be great. Thank you. So we'll start going into the readings. I'll just go and say hello to a few more people. So Felicity Hall, so she just wants the guidance. Okay, so we'll come back to you, lovey. And yeah, so Pamela Watson said, that was so beautiful. Thank you very much. We've also got here Donna Bassani. She says, I'm trying to find out when my first love passed over from a crash. She says, I believe I have a 2010 to 2017 time frame. Can you pick anything up with that, please? Wow, that's a pretty detailed question. I'll try my best. How are you going to validate it, though, Diana? That's what I want to know. How are you going to validate it? Because it's hard to validate if you don't know the answer. It's hard to do it if you don't know the answer. True. So we've got Margaret. She says, I've already read that one out. Sorry. So we've got Pamela Watson. She says she's from the Central Coast. She says, anything from me. So we'll get back to her. So we'll do a general for her, and we'll come back to her. So what else have we got? Margaret Lima, she says, hope you figured out to use the stars. You deserve it. Yeah, thank you, Margaret. But Facebook, they want me to post up there my bank account details and everything else. When I do, it kicks me out. So I have no clue how it works. So it's probably not meant to be. So I'll just leave it. So don't send me any stars. Just, just save your money and do a private reading with me. How about that? That's probably better. We've got Renee. She says, how are you, Lesley? That's right. So we'll go back forward. Okay, let me keep going. So Margaret says, Lesley, do you see me conquering my illness and going back to work? So work. So normally when you get a reading, you can't talk about anything with regards to either, legal or medical, but I can actually guide you in the right direction. I can't say to you, don't have surgery, or whatever the case may be. That's just an example. But most of the time, psychics should not tell you anything about that at all, okay? So they should not be saying anything medical if they're not qualified. I have partial, I'm not a doctor, not a lawyer, but I do have partial qualifications to say what I do say. So, but yeah, going forward, Margaret, so you want to know about the illness and the work. So we'll come back to you there, lovey. So hold on. So we've got here Felicity Hall, and she just wants some guidance. So I get the numbers with you, Felicity. I get 16 and 17. So what's those numbers around you? I also feel like 1 and 6 is 7. So my spirit always wants me to add numbers together. I don't know why. This afternoon was hilarious because, the number came up with 23. It was 5, and it sure as ever, it was the month of May. And I said, why didn't you just tell me the month of May? Or why didn't you just give me number 5? So it says, no, I need to make you add it up. I go, okay. So we've got the number 1 and 6, so 16 is number 7. So you've got the month of July for you, and we also got 8. So we've got the month of August. So July, August is going to be very busy very, very busy. Okay, so coming around that time too, and I feel like there's either a birthday or an anniversary or some sort of memorial time for either one of those months. Okay, and it's also going to, they're saying to me with work as well, keep your chin up. Okay, because I feel like that right now is things are just not settled, and that's would be about right, because it needs to be unsettled for you to actually get some traction to realize what's going on. Okay, so with regards to the the traction that you need to be really super strong going forward, because you need to put your head up, chin up. They're saying chin up 2 millimeter rule, and to make sure that you're confident when you're walking through to do anything, even if you're going for an interview, even if you're going through for a home loan, anything that you do, you've got to put your chin up 2 millimeters or 2 centimeters, as I'd normally say. So 2 centimeters, and to walk in with confidence, so that people can see that you actually have the ability to do something, that you put your mind to it, and you do. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So if you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. So I've also got here Diana Bassani. She says something about the car crash. So her ex-boyfriend or somebody, she says, I'm trying to find out when my first love, passed over from a crash. I believe I have a 2010 or to 2017 timeframe. That's like 7 years, Lovey. Can you pick anything up with that, please? I don't want to actually talk about that with Spirit. I would just rather give you some guidance going forward, because that's actually traumatic. So I also get a young man here, and he's got dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. And I feel like that you either have an allergy, because I can't stop itching my nose. So the allergy, or the person around you has like quite itchy face, itchy nose, like they just want to sneeze. And I also feel like the number 23 for you, also number 5, I just said that earlier, is significant. So we've got the month of May, and I feel like this person here was around 2013. So I don't know why I got 2013. And I feel like that if you go to archives or that local paper, because he's just shown me the paper, I feel like that you will see something about a car crash. Okay, so look for something like that. 2013/2014, that's what I'm getting. So I don't know if they're just showing me that to wean me off to another direction or not, but that's what I'm getting for you there, Diana. So if you have a look at the paper, apparently it was like, I can see a pole, and I can also see 2 cars involved. Okay, there wasn't any more than 2 cars, and I feel like that this car was a dark car that he was in, or the car that was hit. Okay, so dark colored car. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Thank you. And I'll move on. Thank you. So we've got here Pam Watson. So she said that she'd want a general reading. So what I get for you, Pam, is the number 19 around you. So 1 and 9 is 10. So you've also got the month of October. So what's coming up in October that's significant for you? Because going forward, it's going to give you some lessons learned between now and then. And when I say lessons learned, I don't mean that in a bad way, or that things are going to happen bad, but you're going to remember stuff that's happened in the past, so that you don't drag it into the future, if that makes sense. And I also get this, there's a little elderly lady here, and I feel like she's either had pain on her right side of her face, or some form of trauma on the right side of her face. I can't quite see if she's fallen over. I just can see that there's pain here on this side of her face, and I feel like that she's damaged either her teeth, or something's not right with her jaw, or this part of her face. Okay. And I also get the number 18 around you. So there's lots of 16s, 17s, and 18s now already 19. So I get the number 9. So we've got September there as well. So what's coming up in September as well for you that is quite significant? And I also see a white car. So a white car around you, or around somebody else, 4-door car. And I feel like this person needs to have the maintenance done on the car, because otherwise it's going to be I don't like people to drive a car after 2 to 4 weeks. So I don't want you driving the car after 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so find out who that close person is to you that has a white car, it's a 4-door car that needs to have maintenance done, either brakes, tires, oil filter, whatever it is. I'm not a mechanic, but yeah, it needs to get sorted. Okay, so I want it sorted within the next 2 weeks. And 2 weeks, but if you have to, write it out for 4, but I don't feel like you should do anything more after that. I don't want you driving it after that, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got Margaret here, and Margaret wants to know about work and illness. Will she find work after illness? And the illness that I'm feeling around you is It can be fixed, but I'm also looking at nutrition as well. And I feel like that your nutrition is completely out and you're not eating properly. So when you're deficient in a mineral, when you're deficient in something that's actually significantly required by your body, then you're going to have ailments, and they call it dis-ease, which is disease. And so you don't want to have the dis with the ease, if that makes sense. So you need to actually work out what you're deficient in, okay? So they're saying to me it's all in the bloods, okay? So they're all in your blood test, all in the oxygen. There's no oxygen. There's like missing nutrients in your bloodstream. That's what I'm seeing for you. And that's why you've been so ill. So your body will have to always try its best to balance, okay? It's called homeostasis. If it's homeo means same and stasis means stable, so it's trying to stabilize itself. If it can't stabilize itself, then what it will do is it'll pull minerals like calcium from your bones and it'll put that back into your bloodstream, okay? It does that on purpose. It does it to survive. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But if there's a validation there, guys, then please send it over to me. Thank you. So we've also got here, so people are saying amen about the prayer, which is beautiful. All right, and I've got a fair bit of people with anxiety here, so okay. And so yes, Margaret, just that answer to that question, yes, I do see you overcoming your illness and getting back to work. It's purely up to you. You've got to kick yourself up the butt, lovey. You can't have doctors and everybody doing everything for you. You actually have to kick yourself up the butt and say, I need to look after my health because I've only got one crack at life. I've only got one chance at getting this right. And, you know, life's not a rehearsal, guys. It's the real thing. So if I can get through cancer 15 years ago, then you can get through whatever's going on with you. It's a matter of looking after yourself, pulling everything up that you're doing wrong. And you know you're doing wrong, but you're still doing it. Okay, so stop doing it and get yourself on track. That's the biggest tip I can give anybody and yourself there. So, so what have we got here? Yes. So, okay. So Jess Black has just posted up a message for me, and she says that the best validation of the night will receive an angel keychain. So Jess makes all the beautiful handmade crystal jewelry. She's giving me so much jewelry. I've already sent it out. I've actually had some sent out last week. So we oh my gosh, I've got so many messages back from that too, Jess. It's beautiful. So if you haven't received your bracelet that we've sent out, and you know that you've given me your address, then let me know. I've got a list of people, but let me know if you haven't received it yet, because you should have. It went last Monday, so nearly a week tomorrow it'll be. But Jess has made over 66 of the angel keychains. So they're all handmade. They're all gorgeous crystals, all real crystals. So she'll be sending them down to me shortly, or we'll be sending. I'll be giving her the address to send them out to people as well. So we're also going to be doing a workshop in the near future, so in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, with regards to educating people on lots of crystals and doing an auction and stuff like that. So stay tuned for our event section on the Facebook page. So I've also got here Renee, and she says, Lesley, may I please know if you see anything in the area of relationship, please? So Renee, so love for you, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so relationship. We've also got Donna, and she's just said, awesome, thank you so much. That helps a lot. She says, thank you for reading that question for me. It means a lot. She says, May is my daughter's 30th birthday. Beautiful. So that's what beautiful. So that's what I said. It's a significant either birthday or anniversary. Yes, a significant month for you. That's beautiful. So yeah, so go back to the paper. Look around the papers there, Diane, because I saw papers and I saw frontline thing, second page, third page, whatever they call it. So go back and have a look at that if you can, from that area, from that specific suburb or area. Okay, and I've got Michelle Ongley here. She says, would love to hear from my loved ones in England, Bedfordshire. Wow, that's cool. So, so we've got Michelle and a mediumship. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. So I'll go back to Renee, and she would love a relationship reading. I get it. She would love a relationship reading, but it's a love reading. So what I get for you there, Renee, is the number 13 around you. So we've got 1 and 3 is 4. So that's the month of April. So coming up in April this year, I feel like that's going to be really, really busy. And you need to get all these, ducks in a row, because Spirit hasn't pushed out a relationship to you yet, because I just feel like there's a lot of other things that are unsettled and unfixed. Okay, so We need you to get all your T's crossed first and all your I's dotted before you move on to the relationship, because you want to be able to focus onto the relationship, not onto the stuff that you need to get fixed or the stuff that you need to get corrected or work or whatever the case may be. So everything needs to settle down around the environment, and then the love will start to flourish. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm also getting around you number 6 around you. So what's 6? So that's June for you. So potentially there's things coming up in June, like good opportunities coming up in June, okay? And I also feel like in August, around the August, September mark, that's when the love's going to start, okay? So they said make it a rhyme. So August, September month, make it a start, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you. And I got Michelle Ongley here, and she would like a mediumship reading. So I feel like there's an elderly grandmother, a grandmother in spirit here. And I also get the number 13 around her. So wow, I don't know if it was 13 for Renee or Michelle now. Maybe it was just for both. So number 4. So we've got the month of April as well for you. So I've also got number, why are they giving me that? So number 9. So September is a significant month as well. And I also feel like going forward, there's a lot of things going on, even with vehicle and communication and stuff like that. Now, there's an elderly lady across from the other side, and she's saying to me, tell her about her car because her car isn't right. And I just feel like something's not right with the wheels or something like that. And it is a white car, the same as the last one. Maybe I was just actually picking up this car further forward. Okay, sometimes spirit comes through at all different times here. But if you're the one with the white car and you haven't had something fixed on it, I want you to go and get it fixed as well, because she just said to me, tell her about the white car. Okay, so 4 door as well, same thing, same as the last one. So I'm not sure if it was you for the last one or you for this one or the other lady. So I wrote it for Pam Watson as well. So just going forward as well with you, Michelle, keep your chin up as well. There's a lot of things going on around you, and I feel like that you need to zippity zip, because if you don't zippity zip, then things are going to take place in the wrong direction for you. Okay, so pull back the reins. Don't have too much to do with gossip. Don't have too much to do with some backstabbing that's going on around you. So pull it right back. You know, when you can't handle all that stuff, it's actually taxing your soul. You know, like it's taking everything on board for you, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure that you pull back the reins and sit back like the spider on the wall, because otherwise, if you're not the spider on the wall, then what happens is that you start to fester with it. Okay, you start to get too involved, and it starts to give you the head like head injury. I'm getting like it gives you pain in the head, you know, when people start doing that. So pull that aside, pull yourself aside and start thinking about yourself. So that's the message for you, is to start thinking about yourself. And they're also saying to me that you've got pain on the left-hand side of your neck or down into the shoulder, because that's where I've got it. And I've also just saw pennies as well. So when I see the pennies, what I see is I see like Roman, kind of like Roman old-fashioned pennies, and it's like the ones that come out of the you know, the pirate's chest and stuff like that in the movies and whatever else, when you pull it up out of the sea, and it's beautiful when it's opened up from the treasure chest. And I see gold ones for you. Okay, normally I see bronze or silver or just dark colored pennies, just like rusted or dark colored pennies, but this one's here I see gold ones, so it's going to be quality good money coming through. Okay, so this one here, it's going out for the silver and the bronze, but it's coming in tenfold, and your pockets are filling out for the gold. Okay, so that's going to be around what do we say, the August, September. That's where I feel like it's going to be happening. So around there, so save your money, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we're just going to go over to Ellie, and she's going to take us through to the ad there. Ellie. You got us on the ad?
Yeah.
I can't hear it through here. So let me just check the Facebook page, guys.
Up here.
Oh, fair enough. Why am I only seeing small? You got more pages, you got more people up there. Why am I only seeing small? That's weird. What's going on? Just let me know how much time I've got left in it. Thanks, love. I just want to check something because it's not bringing up enough people. What's going on there? That's better. Now I can see that on here. on my software, I can't see all the questions because it's only it's got different to the software. Have a look there.
Oh, yeah.
See there?
Yeah.
They're killing me. The software. So I'll have to do it from my iPad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what happens. Okay, guys, we're just going to stay with the ad. We'll be back in a second. So tomorrow night I'm back on Alive 90.5 FM from 9 till 11, and then I'm also back on Tuesday night from 10 till midnight at home, and then Wednesday night from 8 till 10 on SWAR 99.9 FM. So, okay, thank you. All right. So tell me where you're from, guys, suburb, state and country and county, and if you have had a random act of kindness, and whoever puts up the best validation, Jess Black, the lovely lady that actually makes all our jewelry, is going to choose the validations with the best validations. Okay, so let's keep going. So we've got a few seconds to go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I am a remote viewer as well. So I also do psychometry. So psychometry is when you can hold jewelry or someone's keys or something like that, or their phone. Some people don't like to use the phone, but it doesn't worry me. So you can hold anything that they've had energy to, and then I can pull that through as well. So we just want to say hello to a few people. The software is clearly not streaming across every platform. Well, it is, but I can't see all the questions. So come over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will post up your questions, or I will call out your questions now because I'm doing it from my iPad. So we've also got on the iPad here, I just want to say hello to Hope Murray. She said, would love to hear if I'm moving and if I'm moving in the right direction. Okay, so we'll come back to you. So moving, okie doke. And we'll come back to Maxine Lorraine says, hello, Jessica Scissorhands. I love that name. She says, Lesley, can I have a reading for my mum? Her name is Maria. So Maria for Jessica. KAT, so we'll come back to you. So we'll do a general there, and we've got the moving there for Hope. Okay, so then we've also got here Maxine Lorraine. She says, hi Lesley, can I have a reading? I have spot of emotions going on with Dad's memorial on the 24th. Oh, lovey, cheer up, Dad's saying. Okay, Dad's memorial. So you want to do a mediumship there. And yeah, so I'll come back to you, Lovey. So Dad's memorial on the 24th, you said, so I don't want to say the number 24, so I have to write that down. We've also got here Tanya Hannah. She's watching, so thanks, Tanya, for watching. Vanessa Gilbert, have you got a new color pink, a new color mink or cover tonight? She says mink instead of pink. I know what she's trying to say. But no, it's actually the studio. This studio is a little bit different here, Vanessa. So this one here's got a hot pink microphone, whereas the other studios have got the big fat black ones, and that's one of them that I have as well. So thanks for noticing that. Everyone loves the pink microphone when I come on here. So Maxine, she says from the Gold Coast. Thanks for joining me. We've got Lucy Davies. She's joined me. Miller, thank you. She said, how are you, Lesley? I would love a reading, and please and thank you. So Miller. And we're going to do a general on her. So we'll come back to you. I can actually write everybody's names properly, because otherwise my writing is terrible. So we've got Lauren Gerasimus. Never seen that name before. So thanks for joining me, Lauren. Tell us, she's from USA, Monroe Country. Wow, or MUSA, MIUS. I don't know what that means. So we're from Australia, Sydney, Australia. So she says, she's from Monroe Country, so that's in the USA. Well done. So thanks for joining us. We've also got Tracy Freer. She's from Brisbane. We've got Nancy Lala. She's from Bundaberg. How cool is that? And she's saying hello to everybody there. We've got Alison Snudden. She says, I'm from Australia and donate my time to help a charity. Oh, beautiful. Keep it going. Well, that's what I do. I do 8 hours a week so that I can help people across the world. And I stream at all different times so that so that it's beneficial for, the people in different parts of the world. They'll be able to still catch me on either one of my 4 shows. So we've also got here, so Nancy Lala says, can I please tell you about an act of kindness? Of course you can. Go for it. I want you guys to be talking in this page. So Kaylee Redox, she says, can I get a journal, please? You can. I think I read for you the other day. I feel like I read Rodrigues. I feel like I read for you the other day. Anyway, I'll leave it there with that one. I'll come back to you. Donna Marie says, will I have a girl or boy? I'm 4 months pregnant now. Well, we knew that because I told you were pregnant at the start, so Donna. I don't really like answering these, but I'm pretty sure I told you a boy. I'm pretty sure I told you a boy there, Donna. So she's 4 months pregnant. I should say we, because I'm on the journey with you. So we've got Lauren Geresimos. She's from Michigan in the USA. So that's really cool. So Tina Fu, she says, hi, Lesley. Hope you're doing great. I'd love a message if you get time. I've got plenty of time for you there, Tina. So we've got Tina Fu. So we'll come back to you as well. So we've got the general. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to start with Hope Murray. She says, moving and moving. So what I feel like for you there, Hope, is I get the month of August around you. So what's coming up on 8th month, which is August, okay? And I feel like that the time to move is going to be after July. They're saying to me, wait for all the ducks to get in a row, okay? Or put them in a row. So you need to get your T's crossed, your I's dotted. So put all your ducks in a row so that you've got everything set up so that the move is nice and easy, okay? So it's going to happen, but it's just a matter of you sorting yourself out. There's a lot of little obstacles around you at the moment. So I just feel like going forward, you need to start planning ahead. So the obstacles are there because you haven't planned ahead enough. And when you're not planning ahead enough, it's important to understand that your lessons are learned, okay? So you need to learn those lessons going forward. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So, and yeah, well, they're also telling me around Christmas times, things are going to change as well. So things are going to step up and be good, be a lot better for you. So brace yourself for that. And it's not just because it's Christmas, okay? So we got here Maria, which is Jessie Cat's mum. So she wants a general. So Maria, what I'm getting for you is I get the number 13 around you as well. So you've got the month of April coming up. And also, so we've got the 1, the 3, and the 4. So whatever that means. So I feel like it's still 13 and 4. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of little things that you keep in your own mind. There's a lot of little stuff that you don't say because you don't want to rock the apple cart. But sometimes it eats you alive, okay? So don't allow the people around you to I don't feel like they're treating you bad. I just feel like they're just actually, not acknowledging some of the stuff that you say. And I just feel like for you that there's a lot of little things that you're sensitive about. And they're also saying to me, you're like an empath, like me, but without all the spiritual side. But you do get a little bit. So they're saying to me that you're a little bit intuitive, like other people that are intuitive when they first start off. Okay, so it's like the first start of the awakening. It's like the beginning. I'm saying. So and also going. Why am I stumbling? So who's around you that's actually stumbling with their words? Like it's sort of like they've had a stroke, or they can't string 2 words together, because I feel like I've got to string that together, and it's hard for me to do that. And I feel like this person has got anxiety, or is that you, Maria, the one that's suffering with anxiety? And I just feel like going forward, it's going to get the better of you because you're allowing things to upset you, okay? So it's important to pull back the reins with that as well, and pull back and start focusing on yourself. So they're saying to me that it's like, it's even some people have been criticizing even the way you cook lately or something like that. I can't quite see it. I just saw you in the kitchen and I saw the disappointment on your face. So I feel like going forward, it's going to change. It's just a matter of you pulling back the reins, okay? And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got here Maxine, and she says, Dad's memorial is on the 24th. So, well, and this is because it's so close to and so raw to the body, like it's saying, there was a saying that I used to have, and I'll try and say it how I remember it. But I get the anxiety around you as well. And I feel like this saying is the knife is always closer to, sharper to the core or something like that it used to be. But when you feel the hurt, the knife is always sharper because it's closer, the person's closer, if that makes sense. And I can't remember exactly how the saying went. But I just feel like Dad is he's not worried about himself. He's passed over. He's not worried about himself. He's more worried about you, worried about him, and worried about other things. Okay, so he's saying there's no smiles, there's no acknowledgement of being happy at the moment. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to put that smile on your dial. He's saying, put the smile on your dial, bring it back up a level, bring it back up to the motivated person that you were before. He's also saying to me, or showing me, there's some photos on a mantelpiece, and I feel like this is also, and I read this for a lady this afternoon, so they're showing me the same thing that I read for a lady this afternoon, the private reading, and it was floorboards down the corridor, and it looks like to me a mantelpiece with some form of different types of photos on there of memorabilia. It's like a memorabilia table, okay, and there's some sort of little, is there kind of like a little booklet that you have of his passing, like an eulogy booklet or something like that, that's on the table as well? Well, he knows it's there, okay? And is there a light in that hallway that just flickers off and on every now and then? And if that's in that hallway, then that's your dad, okay? He's just saying that he's with you and that he's always around you. He's not around me. They only come through to a medium when they need to talk to you, okay? So he's always around you, and he's saying, I like what you say out loud, because he hears your voice. He hears the sorrow in your voice, and he hears that out loud. So when you're thinking it or when you're saying it and nobody's there, he's right there beside you. And you have felt, he's just showed me, but you have felt like itchiness on the back of your head when you're standing in the kitchen. And I feel like there's itchy. Ellie's just scratching her head like me now, but it feels like there's itchiness on the back of your head when you're washing up in the kitchen or when you're doing something at the kitchen. And is there a window in front of you, in front of the kitchen sink? Okay, because I can see that. If that's not your home, I feel like that's when he was alive in his home. Okay, so he must have had, the kitchen sink was there, and it looks like to me there's an old-fashioned, looks like maybe a Kermit green color looking, what do you call it, doors on the kitchen, and an old-fashioned bench top, like a Laminex bench top, which was a light color, and it looks like to me either like a light cream color or some form of with square ends, like square corners. It wasn't rounded, it was square. He's specifically shown me that, and I think, did he actually put that kitchen in, or did he build that kitchen or something? Because he's shown me, he says that was my workmanship, and he's saying to me I was clever with my hands. So yeah, he's always around you, and he's also shown me too that when you don't pick up that it's him touching your hair, he blows in your hair, and you can feel some wind on the back of your head. Okay, and I'll leave that there because I just saw him just blowing. And I'll leave that there, thank you. But if you could validate that, that would be amazing. So we've got Miller here, and she wanted a general as well. So I don't know if it was just for the reading that I just did or Miller, but I'm getting pain in the top part of my left thigh now. So I don't know if that was you, Maxine, for Dad, or Miller going forward. The pain stopped now, so I just feel like the top part of my thigh, I've got issues with my leg. I feel like it's a circulation thing, and this person had also hip issues as well on that side. So the circulation and the hip issues came hand in hand. My other hip just cracked, and I don't usually get that. So thanks for that, Spirit. So, and it's gone away now, which is good. So, and I also feel like for you going forward there, Miller, I get the number 2 around you. So you got the number 2, which is the month of February. So that month was a significant month for you. So what happened there? So we've got birthdays, anniversaries, memorials. What happened around the February month? And also, if that's not this month, it's coming up in the next February month. I feel like there's something new coming up in that month, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've also got Laura here. She's from the USA, and I thought I'd give you a general there, Laura. I also get pain on the inner thigh of my leg for even saying your name, okay? So when I get messages from Spirit, what it does is it gives me like a flick or a ping, like it just annoys me, just keeps annoying me. Or if it's in my leg, it actually feels like a dull ache, or it actually, if it's the toe, if someone's broken their toe, they'll give me that sensation. And I'm telling you, it's like a pulse, like a pulsing sensation in my toe. If they've broken their toe when they're little, when they're older, when they're mid-age, doesn't matter. If they've broken their toe, this is just an example, Spirit will give me that feeling in the toe, so I know that something's happened. So if you're an up-and-coming psychic medium and you get pain in yourself when you're trying to read somebody, or when you're trying to actually give someone a message or a reading, then you need to acknowledge all those senses, because sometimes they can be faint and sometimes they can be really strong depending on what happened to the person in the actual past, okay? So for this going forward there, Laura, I also feel like the number, I don't know why they've changed from number 17 and gone to the 14 and gone to the 13. And these are the numbers that I had before as well. So everyone's got 13, 17, 18. So what are those numbers for you? So I've also got September for you. And I feel like that the person around you has either got severe issues with sinus here or something, a blockage or nose or something like that. I just feel like that my nose area is like, you know, when you get a pulp in there and you just want to pop it, like you want to blow your nose and pop it. That's what I get. So, and I also feel like that my jaw, my right side of my jaw just keeps, it's like it clicks. So this person, whoever's passed, has actually had issues with the jaw or something on the right side that's actually happened to this person, okay? And I also feel like going forward for you that things are going to change around the August, September mark. So August, September, brace yourself. It's not going to be difficult or bad, just a few little obstacles coming up, okay? But you're going to get through everything. Between now and then, it's time to save money. It's time to get out of automatic mode. Put yourself into first, second, and third gear. You need to be in third gear by the end of this month, okay? So just so you can get yourself tickety-boo with everything that's coming up in the future. And I will leave that there. Thank you. So we've got here Kalia Rodriguez, and she's asking for a general. So Kalia, thanks for joining me. I haven't seen your name before, but I also get the number 19 around you as well. So we've got 20, which is, yeah, so 19, 20, but it's got the number 20, which is 2. So we've got the month of February as well. So I don't feel like it's mainly February. I just want to take you back to the number 19, okay? And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of issues. And so a lot of issues with lower leg or lower limbs or something like that. So what's going on there? Because I feel like there's an elderly lady that's actually struggling to walk with her feet. It's like she's had either what do you call it, like what do you call them, bunions or something like that on her feet, where she's trying to walk but she can't walk on them because they're so sore, okay? And the oxygen level and the blood flow in the legs is really non-functioning, so to speak. But she's not an overweight lady, this lady. She's actually got like tiny legs. She's tiny. She's a tiny lady, but she's got thin legs, but she's got circulation issues. So her legs are always cold. She's always saying that she can't feel her feet. She can't feel what's going on. So that's a conference. She's also shown me that she wears the beads around her neck, and that she's also got like a beautiful little white frilly blouse. Okay, and I feel like that she's shown me a photo of that as well. So I feel like that if it's not you, it's somebody around that question, or somebody around the family. And I feel like this lady has she has some form of with dehydration and swallowing, because I can't quite swallow. And she's also given me pain in the top part of my stomach where the rib cage meet. Okay, so where the rib cage meet, just in that section there. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But thanks for joining me. And if you could validate, that would be amazing. So over to you, Ellie. So she's going to give us a little mini break for a second while I go and grab some validations. Thank you, Ellie. Thanks, Ellie. So probably just like a minute or something.
Yeah, got a minute 24 hours. Got a validation.
Yeah, which one?
So you had one from Jessica. So it said there were 2. There was thank you, Leslie, and yes, April 1st is her birthday. And then there's a second one from her and a couple from Maxine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how far back was it, Lovey?
Maxine's one is.
Did you want to read it out?
Yeah, sure.
You want to read out the validations for me?
Sure.
Go, girl. You're on fire. Oh, so Tina Fish says, I absolutely love my bracelet. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. You got to thank Jess Black for that. She's amazing. So I'll introduce you back for the validations, okay? Okay. We're coming back in a second, guys. Just trying to find these validations. Here we go. Oh, that's my daughter's 22nd. Would have been St. Peter's Day.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I've just done quite a few readings. And so my beautiful Ellie, producer here, she's going to read out the validations for me. So over to you, Ellie.
So there's one from so there's one from Maxine, validation.
Yeah.
Yes, Dad broke his hip. He built his own house, and I do feel lightly touched on my neck when I am washing up, and when I feel I am sitting on the lounge to meet. You want to do it?
Where is it? Where is it? Who is this one for, lovey?
It was validation, Maxine Laura.
I gotta try and find.
If not, it's on here if you want it.
Okey-doke. Hang on a second. We're just trying to find the validations because Ellie had a bit of a breakdown there.
I'm not good at speaking.
She's cute. She's really cute. Where are we? So I'm trying to find it. So someone can help me out. So I got Nancy Lala. She said, the act of kindness that I would like to pay, I'll read this one out while I'm trying to also find validations, that I'd like to pay for it would have to be Lucy Davies. She really helped me out of a bad spot, and I think that she deserves to be rewarded. She's so beautiful. Okay, so beautiful. Lucy Davies, send me your address that you'd love us to send out a beautiful bracelet to you. And thank you for nominating her, Nancy. That's beautiful. And we've also got here Lauren Gerasimos. She says, my bonus son Tyler made an infinity scarf for me yesterday. That's beautiful. How beautiful is that? So we've also got here, I'm just trying to find the actual validations. Hang on. It's quite difficult. Donna Marie, she said, thanks, I will give birth early or on the 10th of September. Wow, that's cool. I can't wait for that. That's cool. So Maxine Lorraine, she says, it's really hard for me. Yeah, I understand, lovey. It's when things are hard for people, you need to actually just try and think about the next horizon, because you didn't get to this far to get to this far. Remember that, okay? So that's a beautiful saying. I always have that in the back of my head, that you didn't get to this far to get to this far. So, and Maxine, she said, he built his own home. Oh, that's awesome. So Jessica at Scissorhand, she says, thank you, Lesley. And yes, April 1st is her birthday. Tomorrow I'll ask her about the other dates. That's beautiful. Thank you, Jessica. So wish her happy birthday from us all as well. And she said, and yes, she loves to cook. And I think I upset her when I told her not to put too much salt on her food. I feel bad. Don't feel bad. That's okay. They don't take things with them, So Carol Blanche, she says, may I have a general? So we'll come back to you there, Carol, as well. So, okay. So I gotta try and write your names, properly, because when I go back to read them, it's all in shorthand. I can't understand my own writing. So Maxine Lorraine, she says, validation. She says, yes, Dad broke his hip. That's why my leg was sore. He built his own house. And yes, I do feel lightly touched on the back of my neck when I am washing up and when I'm sitting in the lounge. Feels like someone is touching me. I do have photos in my hallway. Dad's house bench was the light colored. Right, there we go. That's beautiful. Thank you for that, Maxine. So she says also, thank you, Lesley. I ain't coping at all. I miss Dad so much. His memorial is going to be very hard. Yes, Lovey, and he knows that, and that's why he's there, and he's trying to hold your hand and pull you through it. Okay, so keep your chin up. Okay, look for all the signs, because he's giving you so many signs, but you're missing them because you're focused on being upset. So, and I know that's hard to say, and I know that's hard to hear, but he doesn't want you to be upset. He wants you to be the happy person. He's right beside you. So when you feel down, all you have to do is grab something of his, which you have, and then hold it, and it's like a conduit line straight to him. Okay, so remember that. And we've also got here Kaylee. She says, Kaylee Rodriguez, she says, thanks so much. Not everything matches my grandma, but she still did have bunions, which runs in the family, leg and walking issues, and would be out of breath. She says, I've been told she's my guide, so it makes sense she's coming through. That's beautiful. Well done. So we've got Mila. She says, validation. I have I do have pain on my right thigh and lower back. Yes, nothing major happened on February, but I will keep that in mind. Number 2 is my favorite number. Oh, beautiful. So I got a favorite number. Thank you so much, Lesley, for your time and energy. Love my reading. Thank you. So Carol Blanchard says, this is my first time. May I have a general? Yes, we're coming up to you, lovey. So, and thanks for joining us. So we've got Tina Fu. She says, thanks so much, Jess Black. Your bracelets are amazing. I'm very grateful. So Lauren, she says, I felt pain in my toe and femur from another Tyler I know. Okay. So Lauren, she says, nose and jaw, leg cramps regarding a Paul in my life. Yes. So we've also got Shakira Jade. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to her. So she just wants a mediumship reading. So we've also got here Lauren. She says, any messages from Davy? But I'm pretty sure I just read her. Lauren, didn't I? Lauren and Gerisimo. Yes, I've done you, lovey. So we'll just, oh, wow. So we'll just come back to Carol. She just wants Carol Blanch's first time listener, and she just wants a general. So, well, what I get for you is when I first wrote your name down, I felt like a big sensation in my chest, and I felt like that there's a lot of anxiety around you. Okay, so the pressure is on your shoulders, and I just feel like going forward there's a little bit of communication misunderstanding, but that takes a big toll on you. Okay, you're very sensitive, and it also showed me too that there's lots of little things that are coming up in the future that's going to be little obstacles, but you're going to get through it as well. Similar, they're saying to me, similar reading to the one that I did a few readings ago. And I'm also seeing for you that there's a few little issues, and I don't know why, but I have to say it. But I see a unit, and I see like 2 to 3 flights of stairs of you or somebody walking up. So what happened there? Did somebody walk up the stairs, get dizzy? Because I feel like it's dizzy, and they've fallen down because that's what they've shown me. Or what's that? Do you know anything about that? And if you don't, then keep it in mind and be safe between now and the next 2 to 4 weeks if you're walking upstairs. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's now this is really bizarre, and I don't know why, but I don't even like saying this. Another shark attack, and that's, I don't know why. I just saw a shark attack, and I just saw splashing of water or somebody being in water, and I feel like that they have not been taken. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say it. I just see a lot of splashing water. That's what I see at the moment. Okay, and I also feel like this is an unusual reading because I get staircase again, then I get ocean, then I get staircase. Okay, so this is quite unusual, this reading. So I don't know if I've got you or 5 or 6 different people coming through at the same time. And there's an elderly lady around you as well, and I feel like that she used to sort of blow like those raspberries, like that to you when you were younger, like the kid when you were a kid. So I feel like this is a grandmother, and that's how you remember the raspberries, and how they used to say, when they used to do that when you were a kid. And you used to have like saliva coming out of the mouth and making all these little bubbles and stuff like that. So that's what I see around you. And I also get the number 14 around you. So 1 and 4 is 5. We've got the month of May again. And I also get November. So what's coming up in November that's significant around you, okay? And I feel like that, well, they're saying to me even October is like a lot of memories for you. And if it's not around there, it's going to be pushed through to October to November, okay? So a lot of memories coming up around there. And I feel like there's a birthday around the August of, August/September. So you've got a lot of dates to remember there. You've got a lot of stuff going on this year. But I feel like you're going to get through it and everything's going to be fine. And you're going to get to Christmas time. You're going to say, oh my God, where did the year go? It went so quick. So you've got to actually acknowledge it now and brace yourself now for everything that's coming up. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've also got here Shakira Jade, and she wants a mediumship reading. So I get the number 22 around you there, Shakira, and I also that's 4 to me. So Spirit asked me to add those numbers together. So when I get the 4, I get the month of April as well. And I also get like pain up in the top part of my top right-hand side of my teeth and into my nose and like into the sinus. I feel like I'm all swollen there. I feel like my face is quite swollen there. So who is the elderly man that's either hit his face or fallen and hit his face? And I feel like he's actually hurt part of his arm. He's shown me part of his arm in the shoulder area. So I feel like there's some form of injury or something not right there, okay? And I feel like, or I just heard frozen shoulder. So who's the lady around that had the frozen shoulder or something where she couldn't quite get her arm up? Okay. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of things going on with regards to work and there's a lot of pressure on you at the moment. So take it easy. They're saying to me, you're too impatient. You need to be more patient about things. Okay, so it's like you want snap, 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 get everything done yesterday, but people can't catch up to you. Okay, so you need to actually slow down so that people can catch up to you and understand where you're at. Because otherwise you're just going to go full steam ahead and no one's going to be behind you because you're too fast. Okay, so you need to be a bit more patient, a bit more slower with things. And doesn't mean you have to do this for the rest of your life. It just means that you need to slow down so that you can actually catch up with yourself, and then also make sure that you're not making mistakes on the way. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So I just want to go back to the page again and see what's going on there. So if you've just had a reading with me, then come along and give me a validation, please, so that I can see what's going on here. So is there any more up there, Ellie, for me or not?
Not that I can.
Not that you can see?
Oh,
Yes.
from
Okay.
Lauren, I felt pain in my toe and femur from another Tyler I know. Knows.
Okay, so do you want to read that one out then? You feel confident?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough. So I've got Lauren Geresimo, and she says, I felt pain in my toe and femur from another Tyler I know. Okay. She says, nose and jaw, leg cramps regarding a Paul in my life. I think I said that. Shakira said, I may have a reading, blah, blah, blah. Yes, so we've done that. What else have we got here? So yes, guys, if you'd like to come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do a free mini reading for you. Also, if you're on one of the group pages, then come over to the main page, which is the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because sometimes I can't see all your questions. So we've also got coming up in the next few weeks, which is starting this Saturday, is a beginner's class for 2 weeks running for up-and-coming psychic mediums, or even if you're not, you can just join us. We have a good laugh and you learn a lot about different things like, your auras and spirit guides, ascendants and all that stuff. So numbers and lots of colors. So come along to the page and love, like, and share my page as well. And we'll go over to an ad break there, Ellie. So over to you. Caught you off guard, did I? Okay.
Do it for you. Available now from Paul's Richmond Rose. Give them a call on 457
cool.
I'm just legit messing around with origami.
What's that?
I'm just legit messing around with origami.
That's cool. All right. Go figure. What are you going to make?
Bookmark.
A what?
A bookmark.
That's cool.
We've got jewellery, accessories, and even a stunning range of home decor to brighten up your home. Jan is our fashion designer and stylist.
Okay, that's cool. So not a good act, but I did. But today in the shops, I spoke with a beautiful lady who turned out to be 94. God bless her. And we had a conversation about our lives. I want to just say how something like that can lift you up so high. 100%. That's beautiful. So tell me what you've done, guys. Tell me your random act of kindness. And also, if I'm going to do the psychic PT, what do you want me to start with? So do you want me to start with stretches? Do you want me to start with shoulders? Do you want me to start with hips? Do you want me to start with muscles? What do you want me to start with? I'm not fussed. Yeah, so Julie Polgate says, hi Jess, you are so very kind doing the bracelets and keychains. I was excited to receive one during this week from Les. Thank you. Thank you. They are very beautiful. There you go, Jess. Okay. What's this here? How long we got? 30 seconds. So I'll read this out on air, but she says, validation. Yes, my diet is horrible. I've been so frustrated, so I have let everything go. You are 100% correct. I also have a 4-door white SUV. Just wanting to make sure that it isn't my vehicle as I travel long distance. Well, you need to get the maintenance done on it, lovely, because if I said it, I saw it, then it needs to get serviced. Make sure that's done 2 to 4 weeks. We'll come back. And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And if you've just joined me, come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your questions so I can actually answer them live on radio here at Pulse 89.9 FM. So I've just had a validation from, who was it here? Wait there. So we've just had Diana Bassani. She says, so I asked for random acts of kindness. She says, not a good act I did, but today in the shops I spoke with a beautiful lady who turned out to be a 94-year-old, and we had a conversation about our lives. I want to just say how something like that can lift you up so high. 1000%. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. So, so Loz Reed, no, I haven't read you yet, lovey. So sorry. Julie Polglow, she said, hi, Jess, you are so very kind doing the bracelets and keychains. So if you've just joined us and you have a random act of kindness, our beautiful Jess Black, she actually makes handmade, beautiful, gorgeous crystal bracelets and keychains. So, and Julie Polglow, she says, I was so excited to receive one during the week from Les. Thank you. They are so beautiful. Thank you. So we've also got here a validation from Margaret. Margaret Lima dos Santos. She says, validation. She says, yes, my diet is horrible. I've been so frustrated, so I have let everything go. You are 100% correct. I also have a 4-door white SUV, just wanting to make sure that it isn't my vehicle as I travel long distance as well. Honey, it's your vehicle, and I'm telling you, please go and get it serviced. Okay, I'm giving you 2 to 4 weeks to get it serviced, and that's what I give every single person on every time I see a car. Every time I see a car, that Spirit shows me, it's always pointing to the left, and it's always shows me, and it highlights wheels, or it highlights the whole car when there needs to be a maintenance thing happening with it or something like that. So it's important to get it serviced. Okay, you can't be driving around with baldy tires. You can't be driving around with, if you're driving long distance, honey, you've got to actually fix the car, because that's your vehicle. That's your safety mechanism, your safety net. Okay, so okay, yes, I actually, so Renee said, I accidentally dozed off. I hope I didn't miss a spot. Wanted to give a validation. Yes, please give a validation, because I read you right at the start there, lovey. But you fell asleep. Oh gosh. Thank you, Julie. So Catherine Podolian, she says, still here. I didn't see your message, lovey. So Margaret says shoulders, and Linda says shoulders and neck. Yeah, that's right. So, yep. So Alison says shoulders and neck as well. So that's what happens. So sometimes Spirit comes through really strongly, and I get all these spirits all at once, and it's all about the same thing sometimes. So Donna Marie Higney, she said, you said to me before something about April is going to happen. I am going on a holiday with my partner James to his place in Spain from the 25th of April to the 5th of May. Wondering if I will get engaged. Oh, I am also moving house soon, but I don't know when the house will be ready for me to move in. Well, lovey, I'm not even going to answer that one, because why would I want to spoil an engagement if it's going to happen? Okay, so I'm just going to let that one be. All right, I told you about your pregnancy, from nobody else did, so yeah, I'll leave that one there. So what have we got here? We've got Carol Blanche. She says, I was so overwhelmed. Yeah. So when things get overwhelming for people, it's because people spiral down, and it's a ricocheted effect when you don't have any sort of momentum in your life, or things get on top of you. And if I don't push myself, I mean, I've been a personal trainer for something, oh my God, 34 years, I think. And sure as ever, if I don't push myself to go and go and do my walk, or go and do a training session, or go do my run down the hill or whatever, then I will not be doing anything. And I tell you what, it actually catches up on me. My body starts to get itchy, not as in scratching, but itchy to move. So I need to actually go and do something, because otherwise it'll just torture me. Your body needs to move. That's why you feel so bad. So when you don't move at all, and you're not actually exercising, or not getting those hormones lifted up, or starting to get the blood flowing, then the body will start to get itchy, like it starts to get different things, and you can't sleep, and you got this and you got that. And that's the body telling you that you need to start listening to it and start getting out there and doing something for yourself. There's no excuses, absolutely no excuses, okay? And I'll leave it there. And that's coming from my PT hat, Carol. So you just had your virtual kick up the butt, lovey, sorry. So Shakira Jane says, thank you, Lesley. That would probably be my grandfather and my nan you're getting the pain from. And I am struggling with work. Thank you very much. Yeah. Keep putting the white light around there, people, Shakira, okay? So lots of white light around the family, lots of white light around the people at work. And, when you walk into work and you walk in there with a smile on your face, people can't be nasty to you. So people can't do anything wrong, You've got to walk in there with happiness. They say that moods are contagious. So the more that you're walking in there being negative Nancy, and I don't mean that to you, Nancy Lala, but I mean like negative person, then you can't actually keep going on about that. So you need to actually change it up. So they're saying to me, when people change it up, you flip the side of the coin, and then sure as ever, you actually have a better time at work. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so who else have we got here? So if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you will see me live there in the studio here at Pulse 89.9. I always get my numbers mixed up because I'm at 3 stations. So 89.9 FM. Ellie's giving me the heads up there. She's giving me the nod. So she's looked at me as in horror to say, "Oh my God, what are you saying?" So we've got Catherine Podolian. She says, "Or just ask a question, please." So, can I have a reading, please? Yes, we'll come back to you, lovey. Okay. So I'll just write down your name. So we've got Catherine, and we're going to do a general with you. Podolian. Okay, we'll come back to you, lovey. So thank you for that. No, you're not on the wrong page there. You're on the right page. I just can't get to everybody at the same time. So Jess Black says, thank you, Julie. I'm happy you love it. So yeah, this is beautiful. So Wendy Harvey says, hi, Jess Black. I also received your beautiful bracelet. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, darling. Yeah, well, that's beautiful. Thank you. So Donna Marie, she's laughing out loud. She's okay. Love it. When will I move into my new home, please? So I get probably around August around you, lovey. So August, September this year. Okay, so brace yourself for that because it's going to be a lot of work. So, and I'll leave it there. So Maxine Lorraine, she says, I forgot to tell you, Lesley, that Dad left his house to his wife. She ain't my mum. She is allowed to stay in the house till she passes away. Then the house is split up between me and my sisters and brother. The wife won't let us go near Dad's house, which is cruel, as there are some of my dad's belongings still in there. Yeah, I know. I actually remember you telling me this a couple of weeks ago. I think it might have been last week, actually, lovey. I know, and that's not going to change. I don't feel like this lady's going to change. It's like, you know when you see the evil witcher, the wicked witcher, the west of the what's that show, Ellie? You'd know. Wizard of Oz, yeah, that was my favorite show actually. Wizard of Oz, you can see the Wicked Witch. She's like laughing. That's all I hear. That's all I hear is the Wicked Witch, and I just saw the big nose and the hat, the pointy hat. It's like that with this lady. So yeah, I don't feel like it's going to change now, Maxine. So you need to manage what's going on now, and just ask Spirit to help you. Ask your dad to help you to get her out of the house, because I feel like she's going to be leaving the home. Okay, I don't feel like she's going to stay there forever. I don't feel like she's going to be staying there forever. I just saw her leaving the home, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So what else have we got here? So Lauren, she says, intense pressure in my head, forehead, behind the base of my head and neck. Yeah, and I feel like that could be just from stress there, Lauren. So you need to either, go and put some lavender oil, or, what's really good for the mind and stuff like that is peppermint, I think it is. I got told today. So peppermint. So I usually put peppermint behind my earlobes, and yeah, it burns like crazy, but it smells like heaven, and it actually opens up all your sinuses. It clears up ear problems and stuff like that. So I just put it there because I like it. I like the burn. I like the thing. Maxine's come along. She says, yes, she is a witch. Thank you. So the Jess Black says, thank you, Wendy. I'm also glad you liked it. So Tammy Connolly, thanks for joining us. She says, hi, everyone. Hi, Lesley. Thank you for all that you do. You're welcome there. So I'm just going to go back to Catherine Pole. I can't even say her name. She won the general. So what I get for you there, sorry, I'm just writing down something else. So what I get for you there is number 12 around you. So you got the 1, 2, and 3. So you got the angel numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I also get March for you. Okay. So what's coming up at the end of March this month? Okay. So my birthday is coming up on 25th. So happy birthday to me when it comes up. But what's coming up at the end of the month? I feel like 26, 27, 28, something around there, okay? I feel like it's going to be lasting that long. So 26, 27, 28. And I just feel like going forward for you, you've even got itchiness around the neck or something like that. Because I've just scratched my neck and it's saying me not there. It's like a pain in, you get it, like a pain in the neck. So I just feel like this itch or this issue is around the neck, around on the right side. So what's going on there? And they're actually saying to me that it feels like to me that someone's actually like slightly just tinily pulling the hair so it tickles your neck. Okay, so around there. And I also that's an elderly person that's passed, and I feel like this is a grandmother. She used to just like pull your hair every now and then to get your attention. And I feel like going forward for you as well, that work. And they're saying to me, why they're saying to me part-time or 3 days. I always see 3 part-time. That's what I see. And I feel like that if you want to go to part-time, it's a great time to do it. But I feel like that's going to be around June or July this year. If you're already part-time and you want to switch it, so I just saw part-time, but if you want to switch it up, that's also a good time around for you to as well to go part-time, to jump up as well to full-time around June or July this year, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we are going to go back to the live. So got a few people having conversation there, which is fantastic. So Serena Tomeo, she says, hi, I want to hear from my daddy if he okay. So yes, he's okay, lovey. They're all okay on the other side. So it doesn't matter when or how they passed and what they passed of. It doesn't matter. They're all okay on the other side. They go with peace. They never take anything with them. So I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Omni, hi Omni. She says, hi Lesley, how are you tonight? Well, I'm great. Thank you very much. So Wendy Harvey, I don't know if you noticed earlier or if you're on, I didn't see your name come up, but I actually did a prayer for you, Wendy. So your prayer that you told me to, and I did the right one because she said last night, don't do the first one that she sent me, do the second one. I said, all right, so I'll delete the first one so I didn't get it wrong. All right, so we've also got Zoe Anderson. She says, hi Lesley, I would love to hear from a loved one who recently passed, sending lots of love. Thank you. So we've got Zoe, we'll come back to you. So mediumship, and we've also got, what have we got here? So we've got Andy Daniels says, you do beautiful work. You're so blessed. Hope you're not in the floods. No. And what a beautiful prayer. That's right, 100%. So the floods got my house a little bit, only tiny little bit, not compared to everybody else, but I'm so blessed that it didn't. And I've only had power out. That was it. From the water was like full in the actual sensor light downstairs. So yeah, that's going to get fixed soon, thank God. But anyway, we'll keep going. So if anybody else would like to have a reading, come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we can have a free mini reading. So I'm going to go back over to Ellie now. She's going to post up take us through to an ad. Thank you, Ellie. Cheers. Thanks, Ellie.
Nice.
I was dying. I needed a drink. My throat. I don't know why, but this software sometimes it just does not pick up anybody. It's so weird.
The internet technology for you.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay. So this question here, Alison. So is there some people you can't read for? No, it's not. I can read for anybody. Just depends on spirit. It's a good question though. Any chance of a reading tonight? Julie Creed. We've got Zoe next and Julie. Okay. Good morning, Dwayne. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Lucy Davies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I've just had an amazing question here from Alison Snedden, and she said, "Is there some people you can't read for?" No, lovey. I can read for anybody. It just depends on spirit as well. So any psychic medium can pretty much, read for anybody. It's just what the spirit actually tells them. Okay, so it's a bit different sometimes. So I've also got another lady by the name of Zoe. She wanted me to do a mediumship reading, and I've also got Julie Creed, a general, and Lucy Davies, a mediumship for her mum and dad. So I'm just going to go back to Zoe, and I get pain in my right knee for you there, Zoe, and I feel like this person had issues with the right knee. It's like on the inside of the knees. I feel like it's like a medial pain or something like that. And I also feel like for her, she's also giving me uncomfortableness on the chair. So when this lady sat down, I feel like that, everything's just cracking for me at the moment. If you didn't have the headset on, Ellie, you'd be able to hear my body cracking then for this lady. Oh, you heard it. Ellie heard it. So, I just feel like this lady had a lot of issues with the lower back. She's very weak lower body, okay? So lower body was very weak on her. It's like she's very timid lady as well. And I feel like, and she's just saying stress, stress, stress. And I feel like this lady had years of stress, but she never showed it as much, okay? So she said, I zippity zip. I didn't use my voice. I just used my knowledge. She says, I just used my logic with things, and I got through things as I did. And I also feel like for you going forward there, Zoe, there's a number 13 around you as well. So we've got a lot of numbers. So we've got April coming up, a lot of stuff coming up for April for everybody. And I feel like, now, why are they saying to me mortgage or home and mortgage? So are you looking at to refinance, or are you looking at to do something with a mortgage or something like that? So something, I just see contracts, and I just see you're either signing a contract for either property or job description or will or something like that. And I just got a huge pain in underneath my left side of my rib cage. So what's going on there? I actually feel like it takes your breath away when you touch it. Okay, so something's not right around there, and I feel like it was either an elderly lady that had issues there or a drinking problem with an elderly man. Okay, I feel like that because he's just shown me the drink. He's just saying my kidneys were gone. So I don't know. So drink with an elderly man. So who's that? And I feel like this man had a bit of a pot belly as well. So he's saying to me, yes, I had the skinny legs, the pot belly, and I used to love my beer. He's saying I could drink beer every second of the day if I wanted to. It's not like, and he says I wasn't an alcoholic. I knew when to stop, but I love my beer at the end of the day. And and I also get ear pain around you as well there, Zoe. So what's going on around the ear? Did you have like an ear piercing, or someone around you have an ear piercing that went wrong or got infected or something like that? Because it wasn't directly in my ear where I feel the ping. I actually felt it around the earlobe, somewhere around there. That's actually, it was really quite sore for me. And I'll leave it there. But the message for you going forward is to push through everything that's going on right now. Okay, it's a current moment. This is the current reading. It's for right now. So coming up 2 to 3 weeks to 2 to 3 months later, everything's going to change. It's all going to backflip. So hang loose. They're saying be patient. It's all going to take place as it should be according to your journey. Okay, and I'll leave it there, lovey. Thank you. Oh, so I've got a lot of anxiety. Either that was for Zoe or Julie. So I just feel like for you, Julie, also coming up, there's a lot of anxiety around you. I feel like there's family communication breakdown, and with the family, that all we have to do is just pull back the reins. Don't get involved, okay? Because it's really quite bizarre how everybody's trying to pull you in, anchor you in, okay? But I just feel like going forward that the anchoring is unnecessary. You don't need to open your mouth. You don't need to get involved with that, okay? I also get the number 19 around you. So 1 and 9, they're just saying to me, stay with the 19. And I still get the number 2. So February was a significant month. And what's coming up with house around you as well? So are you thinking of moving, or are you renting, thinking of buying? What's going on around house around there? Because I feel like that's coming up. And I can see after June/July, you've got a lot of big changes coming up in your life. And I'll leave that there too. Thank you. Wow, so we've got Lucy Davies. She said she'd love to have a mediumship reading from her mum and dad. And I just feel pressure on my head when I say that about your parents that you want to have a reading from. I just feel a lot of pressure on my head. And I feel like that it's like, I don't know which one it is, but I feel like one of them either had a lot of head pain or an injury to the head or some form of hit or something like that. I don't know what's happened there. I can't quite see it right now. It's such a short reading, but I feel the head pain. I get the instant pain in the whole head, down the side of my right side of my neck as well, into my shoulder, my back. Everything is not right around. I feel like that's around your mum, and I also feel like for you going forward with mum and dad, they're always beside you. It's like your dad used to. It was like the old-fashioned handshake your dad used to do if he made a contract with anyone. It was like his contract was the old-fashioned handshake, okay? And he's showing me his hands. So did he have really, really big tree stump fingers, he's saying? So his fingers were really quite thick and like strong. He's saying my hands were like vices. They were really quite strong, you know. So and I also feel like my mum, she's opposite, completely opposite. She's saying my hands were really quite timid and really quite tiny. She's saying compared to dad's. It was like it was some sort of thing in the family where your dad had like the biggest hands. So why is he showing me things like that where they used to put them together and measure up the hands? Okay, and did he used to like sitting in a recliner chair? Because I see an elderly gentleman sitting in a recliner chair just falling asleep every night. That's what I see, and it's all like him watching the TV, the news, and he's out cold. He'd be half an hour and he's in the chair and he's out cold, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But the message for you is to keep doing what you're doing. They're right beside you. You're doing well, okay? And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you very much. So we've also got here, where are we up to? So I'm just going to go back to some of the, hopefully there's a validation there. So I've just read for Lucy Davies for reading for her mum. Vanessa Gilbert says, is my auntie and uncle in spirit together, please, as I released their ashes together? Honey, they'll always be together in spirit, okay? So it doesn't matter if you release the ashes or not, they're always together in spirit. They came here together, they'll go together. And I'll leave that there, thank you. So Kerry Ryan, she says, hi Leslie, try some honey in your tea helps. Any guidance for my loved ones? So yeah, so it helps with what's honey got to help me for? I'm just really dry because I'm just reading so much and talking so much. That's what's happening here. But anyway, we'll give you we'll come back to you there, Kerry. So I've got Kerry Ryan. And you just want to have a general guidance, sorry. Guidance, mediumship, loved ones. So if you just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And if you'd like to to learn how to do this or to tune into your spirit, you can't really learn how to do it. It's actually tuning into your spirit. So Jessica Scissorhands says, good night, Leslie and everyone. It's 4:20 a.m. Sending you love and light. Good night there, Jess. Thanks for joining me. That's so cool. So Melissa Bailey says, I'm feeling overwhelmed between study, money, work, and home. I just feel like I'm going to explode or get eaten up. No, don't say that. So Melissa, I'll come back to you. So when you've got issues, when you've got a lot of things going on at the same time, you can't pull yourself out of it because you're in the picture. So when you've got people like me and other people around you that are not in the picture, they can actually sort of ground you, okay? So the more you think the negative side of something, the more it's going to happen. So if I feel like that you're more so worried about the money than the study and then the work and all that stuff, okay? So, or it's the work, the money, the study. So you need to put things into perspective. So you need to actually ask the universe for help, ask the spirit guides for help, ask for, all the angels, everything, call on everybody. And this is where people don't realize that they can actually get spirit and the universe to help. So when you're feeling, for example, when you're feeling overwhelmed with money and you keep saying to people, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Well, what happens? You can't afford this and you can't afford that. And then you say to yourself, I'll just get by till the end of the week. What happens? You just get by till the end of the week. So you need to make sure that you're saying things in a different mindset. And that's what my workshops do. They set you up to help you manifest things for a different mindset. Okay. So I put you in a position where you're actually motivated to get up the next day and get out and go and do your best that you can. Like I said earlier, life is not a rehearsal, it's a real thing. So when you're saying to people, I can't afford this. You need to change your mindset and say things around, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? And then watch the universe. It'll start scrambling in the air and you say, I want to get to, I don't know, $2,000 in my bank account by the end of the month or by the end of April or whatever the case may be, whenever you want that time frame, and you start manifesting it. And sure as ever, it will come up and it will start delivering, because the universe, the angels, the spirit guides, everybody's there waiting for anything that comes into your mind or into your mouth and that you say it. So when you say, I can't afford this, it does not know if it's good or bad or negative or positive. All it knows is that you have said something and it has to deliver. So when you're saying, I can't afford this, what is it going to do? It's going to deliver that, because it doesn't know if it's right or wrong. It just knows literal. It just delivers that. So you need to make sure that you're saying the right words and thinking about it. So you ask it, believe it's going to happen, let it go and receive it, and watch it come back tenfold. Okay, so that's what you're not doing, lovey. It's because you're caught up in the moment. So, and I'll leave that there, Melissa, because I feel like that you're going to change things around. So we'll come back to Kerry, and she said she wanted guidance from her loved ones in spirit. So what I get for you there, Kerry, is I don't know why, I'm just going to say it. I get a light coloured car, and I also feel like that car there is it looks like that you've switched from a 2 to 4 or 4 to 2 door. And I get a lot of anxiety around you, and I feel like this car, now the spirits show me that the car needs to have things done to it as well. So you need to have a look at, and I feel like this is like either a light blue colored car, light blue or light gray or light misty blue or whatever they call it. I don't know. It's like a combination between a light blue and a light gray. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like there's issues with the car, or there needs to be maintenance or service done to the car. So make sure that's done for you, okay? And I'm giving you also 2 to 4 weeks to get it done, preferably in the 2-week mark, but up no more than 4 weeks. Don't want you driving it after 4 weeks if you can't get that done. So focus on that. It's part of your safety. And I also feel like for you going forward as well, there's one of your loved ones had pain, and I think if this wasn't from some other reading, but I'm still getting pain on my left side. I'm near the kidney slash, I don't know, it's not even the liver. The liver's on the right side, but the kidney area or the pancreas or something like that, because I get a really, really sharp pain there. I feel like I've been stabbed, and it's taking my breath away. So I feel like I've been stabbed in the back part of the rib or something like that. It's just really sore there. And I just want to say too, going forward, that this person is always beside you, okay? So they're always hanging beside you. They're always and they show me the blink. They used to blink a lot. So they used to blink a lot, like they're trying to refocus their eyes, and looking over glasses as well. So I see like the silver glasses, looking over glasses and just blinking when they couldn't get their focus. So they blink quite a lot. And this pain is horrendous. So if that's you there, I'd like you to go and get it checked, or the person around you, or if I'm still feeling the pain of the past loved one, can you please let me know, because I just want to get rid of that pain, because it's actually quite painful. We've also got this person also with knee problems and like knee reconstruction or knee replacement or something like that. So something's happened with the right knee, and that pain's gone away as well, thank God. So who wants to be a medium? Because when you suffer, you get everything. So. And I also get the number 19 around you. So you've got 1 and 9 is 10. So we've got the month of October. So what's coming up in October that's significant? I feel like birthdays are coming up in September. Okay, so you've got birthday, September. You've also got December is a significant month. So even though that is Christmas, I just feel like that month is quite significant for you, okay? And so they're saying to me like anniversaries and memorial and memory stuff, okay? Lots of different stuff. And it's not about Christmas. This is completely different to Christmas. And I'll leave it there, but take a big breath, okay? Hold your breath and hold so you can calm down, because you need to be patient about things, because you're a bit impatient. And they're saying to me a bit stubborn, you've got your feet locked into the ground or something right now. So move those feet and get moving so you can actually start to feel better, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've got Melissa Bailey. We've already spoken about that. So things are going to start to step up. So I want you to go and watch The Secret. I say this nearly on every show. So if you all have not done that, please go and watch The Secret, because it's amazing. It'll change your life like it did for me. It's incredibly positive. It's incredibly amazing. And you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, so why didn't I see this earlier? I wish I would have saw this 10 years ago. Okay. So it helped me get my home. I manifested everything. So over to you, Melissa. Go and watch The Secret and then come back to me and you'll say, oh my God, I'm going to get through this year. Nothing's going to eat me up. You're not going to explode because you didn't get to this far to get to this far. So it's all about you, and it's all about you coming down and pulling back the reins and going, you know what? I can do this because I need to do this. I need to get through it, because if I don't do it now, it's going to hang on me. It's going to be a bit longer. It's going to drag out, but I need to do it now, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've also got here, So Tash Flowers. Hi, Tash. She says that was the lady who I had here last Sunday. She says, hi, Lesley. Hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Looking forward to the next mentoring session. Yes, that was amazing. So Tash, and we had Wendy Harvey. We've got Jess Black and Nancy Lala coming on to the next one as well there, Tash. So it was a great workshop last time. It went a bit long, but it was worth it because we had a great time. So if you want to join like-minded people, then come along to my workshop. I posted them up there, Tash, so you should be able to see them. And I've got some intermediate classes there for you, Tash, too, because I feel like you'd be ready for that one as well. And I'll leave that there. So Vanessa Gilbert, she says validation. She said, thank you. That's lovely to know, as they were a fun-loving couple, and my uncle fretted every day after my auntie passed. Oh, bless. That's really, really cute. Really, really cute. So Melissa Bailey said, thank you. So Melissa, can you give me a validation, please? That'd be amazing. I didn't really say much, but yeah, maybe when you watch the movie The Secret, you might be able to have a validation there, Lovey. So Lucy Davies says, oh my God, you are amazing. My children and Jess Black were with me when you done my reading. My dad's hands were so big when I was growing up. I used to always measure my hand against Dad. She says, my mum was tiny. She says, my dad had can't even say it. Lymph node cancer. Thanks, Ellie. And also had operation on right shoulder. Always still had pain. I love what you do. Thank you then, Lucy. Thanks for the validation. That's amazing. So we've also got here Wendy Harvey, Lucy Davies, sending you love and hugs. Thank you, Wendy. So Maria Ford, she said, first time I've listened to you, can I get a reading? So we'll come back to you as well there, Marina, Marina, as long as you share my page there. I haven't heard from you before. So love, like, and share my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And we're going to come back to over to Ellie here. She's going to put up an ad for us, and we're just going to take a break. Over to you, Ellie. Thank you. I needed to have a drink again. My God. Woohoo. Got 2 minutes, guys. It's full on. You're cracking like me.
Richmond can help you. We have a wide range of beautiful linen, cotton, and silk clothing in sizes 10 to 24.
So I just got here, Teresa Gardner. She said, I'm just finding out if I'm working next Saturday or the one after. I could book for one, not sure which one yet. Oh, good, awesome. Guys, tell me what you want to do for the Psychic PT, because I don't know which one to start at. I can start at anything, really. So do you want to start at nutrition, or do you want to start at stretching? I feel like that's amazing because that'll help with a lot of things. I can start with rehab on hips, lower back pain, shoulders. What do you want? So I'm going to post it up. And when do you want the actual course? Because I feel like the course can come either before my workshop on the Saturday, or I can do it on a Sunday morning. What do you want? Just let me know. So if you don't want to post it up here, then send me a private message. So, got that there. And tell me your random acts of kindness as well. So what have you done so that Jess Black, and so Jess, have you still been choosing the people that you want to give out about, that's given a great validation that you want to give out a bracelet to? Lovey, so let me know. So we're also going to be doing some workshops coming up with crystals. I'm going to be doing some doTERRA oils. I just did a beautiful meeting today, guys, with another radio station. Okay, another radio station. So that's coming up. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up in the future. And Ellie says we've got 10 seconds now.
I love this thing. I love the musical.
Oh. So welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium, myself, Lesley Spaliviero, and you're with Ellie, my producer, and myself. And we're in the Pulse 89.9 FM studio here over at Windsor. So if you've just joined us, come over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do a free mini reading for you. I also do private readings. So if you'd like to have a private reading, then come over to my page or go to the page and you'll see the actual events section there as well as the services there. So that's you can book me through the page as well. So Andy Daniels, he says, please come and join the workshop. Lesley is dedicated and a great teacher and compassionate. Can't wait to see you all and from great friendship and form great friendships all around the world. That's right. So Andy Daniels, she was there last time, and Wendy Harvey. We've got Teresa Gardner. She was there as well. Tash Flowers. We've got quite a few people here that were on the last workshop, and we had a ball. So it's very well worth the money. I don't charge that much, but I do need to eat. So everybody's got to eat. So, and I'll just go back over to a validation from Kerry. She says, Kerry Ryan, she says, validation says, you're amazing. My mum was blind and wore glasses all the time. She says, and always tried to focus. Mum's favorite time of year was Christmas. She passed from cancer. And was in a lot of pain. She said, I don't have a car, thank you. But who's that car around you, Kerry? It doesn't matter if it's your car or not. That car, the way I described it, can you please find out who it is around you? Okay, I'm usually pretty right with my cars as well. So, and I'll leave that there. So we've also got here Alison Snudden. I think, did I write her name down there? Oh, that name rings a bell. So if you'd like to have a reading, then come along to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do a reading for you. So we've got, can you remember if I read for this lady here, Maria Ford? Did I read for Maria Ford?
No,
I wrote her name down, but I don't think I wrote anything there. So Maria.
First time I've listened
So Maria, if I haven't read for you, please come back. So here she is. She said, Marina. She said, first time I've listened to you. Can I please get a reading? So yes. So thanks for joining us. So love, like, and share the page there, Marina. So what I get for you is I get the number 14 around you, and also saying 15 around you. So we're 6. We've got the month of June, and we've got the month of May. So May, June, very busy coming up, and it's just because it's tax time over here. But I feel like that it's for you. It's got nothing to do with tax time, and I feel like I can see more money coming in. They're saying to me that the pockets are empty right now. So when Spirit shows me somebody that's kind of like dishing out money, they show me in coins, or I call them pennies because they're the old-fashioned pennies. They're like the old-fashioned Roman day pennies, okay? So they're all flicking out like cards. And they show me that the pocket's empty because they make me lift up. They make me, like, if you can imagine pulling your pockets out and standing up and holding your pockets up with nothing in it. Then they show me fill back up again. So that's what I see for you. But I feel like that's going to be after April, coming into April, and I don't feel like May. I just feel April to June. It's going to take place. You have a burst in April, and then you also have a burst in around June. Okay, so don't worry about the money. It's going to come through. And also, I feel like for you going forward that there's like they're saying to me a lot of anxiety around the chest, and I feel like the chest has got issues as well. And have you been coughing? Because I just saw somebody coughing. So is that you, or is that an elderly lady that was coughing? Because I feel like this person had issues with either breathing or something wasn't right around there, and that the coughing was significant. That was a significant issue around that. Okay, and they're also saying to me as well that the head was like there was pain on the left side of the head. So what happened there? Was that actually an issue with was that an issue like with a fall, or was that issue with something around there, or some sort of injury to the face? Because I feel like there's an injury to my face. And I'm also feeling for you this, why are they saying to me car accident? Or I feel like there's been a car accident around some people that are around you, okay? So, and I feel like this was a light colored car. So a light colored car accident. And I feel like that the person's been okay, but they got hit quite hard. So it looks like they were in the passenger side and they've been hit quite hard on the left side of the face between the window and that side, whatever that side thing is where you pull the seatbelt down. And I'll leave that there. And I feel like there's issues underneath the left part of the side of near the heart. I feel like there's issues under there. It's not quite heart, but it's just, I feel like there's something not right there, okay? And so I want you to go get checked or get the person that you know, and I feel this could be a man, and go and get him to tell him to get checked, okay? Because he's very stubborn. And I also get around you as well, the number 18 around you. So we've got 18 as well. So we've got the number 9, which is September. So coming up September, birthdays, anniversaries, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But the message for you is keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop in the middle, okay? So when you're going through hell, don't stop in the middle, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Karen here. She says, Karen Camacho, she says, Lesley, can I have a reading, please, if possible? So we'll come back to you, Karen. But she says, also have a question. Do spirits ever find things out after they passed and stop loving their loved ones? It doesn't matter what they find out after. They're always with you, so they're always going to know, and they never stop loving you. So don't worry about that, okay? It's not a matter of them stopping loving you. They just don't. They just won't do that, okay? So I wouldn't worry too much about that, lovey. They're always peaceful. They always go across. Otherwise, they wouldn't come through. I don't think I've ever seen an angry or an upset spirit. I've seen a disappointed spirit. I've seen I should say that a bit better. I have seen an upset spirit, but that was because of loved ones doing the wrong thing, and then they showed me, okay? And which I only just had the other day with a private reading. So, so Trevor Alexander, what's up, Buttercup? I've been working on the docos for Egypt. Just popped in to say hi. So thanks, Trevor. Thanks for joining me. Yeah. So yes, the docos for Egypt. That's amazing. I got here Tanya Harding. She says hi from Adelaide. So tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country. And join me here on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air if you want to have a free reading. So I'm just trying to find. There was a validation I saw here a little bit earlier. Was it this one here? Yes, I don't know, Alison. So we've got Alison Snodden. So I'm just going to come back to her. And so if I've missed you, then please post up the comment again so that I can see your comments. So Alison Snodden here. And I'm just going to go with a general for you as well. So thanks for joining me there, Alison. Don't remember seeing your name earlier. So what I get for you is I get the number 12 around you, and I also wrote number 2. So what's 2? So we've got February for you. We've also got the number 12. So I also get 3, which is month of March. So coming up March, or the end of this month, is going to be extremely busy. It's like you can't even get your breath. It's like you're holding onto a table and you can't even get your breath. So what's going on there? I feel like that you have lost your breath. So please be careful with whatever you're doing, or get checked up. If that's not you, it's somebody around you. It's like an elderly lady holding their hand on the table, and I see them can't get their breath, okay? So it's like they're maybe even having a mini heart attack or something like that. I feel like this person's an elderly lady or a lady around you, okay? I also feel like going forward for you, the number 22, 23 is significant, and that's 4. So we've got the month of April again, and we've got the month of May. So lots of stuff. February, March, April, May, busy, very busy. So the first couple of months is busy. Second couple of months is going to slow down a bit, but brace yourself. You're not going to have much of a break, okay? So in between, the same to me, in between March/April, the crossing over between March/April, you might get a couple of days free where you can actually do something for yourself, okay? So start looking after yourself. It's all about you, they're saying to me. And look at the nutrition side as well, because they're showing me not enough oxygen in your bloodstream, not enough nutrients in your bloodstream. So they just show me your bloodstream. So make sure you get something sorted out there, because I feel like that you're really, really fatigued, that things are not ticking along like they should be. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. But if you've just joined me, come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and join us for the last, what have we got here? We've got 10 minutes. Yeah, so we've got the last 10 minutes. Thanks there, Ali. Ali's my beautiful producer. She's on fire over here. Keeps me on track. So what else have we got here? So we've got Catherine Polyman. She says, do warnings of death ever come up in readings? Sometimes, look, I'll give you an example of that I had a while ago. So I read for a lady, and she'd just lost her. Actually, she wasn't aware that her father was going to pass away. And when I was with her, I actually saw her father in a hospital bed, and I said to her, she didn't know I was a psychic or a medium, and I said to her, is your dad okay? And she said, well, in fact, he's actually unwell. And then sure as ever, I said to her, is he in bed? Is he lying in bed and he can't talk? And she said, yes. And I said, oh, okay. And she's looking at me to say, my God, where the hell did you come with that? And I said, look, I'm a medium. I see these things. And she said, oh, all right. Anyway, I said, you're going back overseas, to see him. And she said, oh, no, I just come back from over there. And then sure as ever, I said, I think when you go over there next, you should stay there, for an extra couple of weeks. And she said, no, I've got to come back, my son's got to go to school. I said, okay. So she comes back from her trip, and then sure as ever, her dad, she got back to Sydney. Her dad passed away within 3 days of her coming back. So she had to fly straight back out there and stay over there without the son. And sure as ever, she helped the mum and everything, brought the mum back to Sydney. And I did the reading for the family when they were over there, when they were both over there, and the mother and the brother was there, and my friend and the reading person that I was doing it for, I call her a friend. And then sure as ever, I had to read for the son, of the mother. So all of a sudden, I could not see anything past the next 3 months of his life. And I didn't know why I could not see it. I just thought there was, something was blocking it, or spirit was doing that on purpose, blah, blah, blah. Sure as ever, on the 3-month mark, and I said to him, I can't see anything past that time frame. Sure as ever, I get a screaming phone call from this lady, and it was her brother had passed away. So that's why I could not see anything further. So if I saw everything from the past and got that right, but in the center, I got that right in the current. But for the next 3 months, for the current situation, I got it right. But then after the 3 months, he was gone. He was definitely gone. So, and that's been a year to 2 years to this day, I think it is, to be honest. So, I'll leave that there. But that's a good question. And I do see things, but I don't say it. If there's a professional psychic medium or someone that wants to do that and say, sometimes you get the charlatans say, oh, watch out for this because you're going to have, a death in the family, rah, rah, rah. But I'll say something along the lines like I did the other day. I picked up on a lady that she was going to have a passing around her within the next 2 or 3 days. And sure as ever, she did. And I've got that validation, which she said that I could put that up as a validation to, as acknowledgement. But that's what happens. And this is where experience comes into play when you're a medium. If you're an up and coming medium, you have to learn how to actually deliver the message so it doesn't play on the person's mind enough so that they don't actually fester on it for the rest of their life and manifest it to come true. You've got to actually deliver a message with grace and with without being so cutthroat and so in your face about it. You know what I mean? So it's my workshops. They all talk about how to deliver things and what to watch out for, and I don't feel like other people educate that much. So I talk about the full moon and when people change, when people have arguments and stuff like that, with the full moon. So that's what my workshops are about. It's about educating properly, and it's about lecturing from, like, I'm a fully qualified trainer and assessor, so I know how to lecture. So and I'll leave it there. But so coming up to Marina Ford, she says, money going out fast was spot on. She says, September is when when most of my kids and grandkids' birthdays are, and my special needs daughter has had a strange undiagnosed cough for quite a while. Okay. Well, I feel like that you need to get that checked. Like I just got the word there, like asthma or the onset of asthma or something like that there, Marina. So get that checked for me, please. And I'll leave it there. So Catherine Podolian, she says, you mentioned a month. I am worried it's about a death. No, lovey, I don't do that. Can you stop manifesting it, Catherine? Okay, so pull that thought back, because you shouldn't manifest a death on somebody, because you don't have to think like that. You've got to think of good things. Okay, you can hear how passionate I am about it. You don't think of death like that. You don't actually say, just because somebody mentions a month doesn't mean that somebody's going to drop dead in that month. It doesn't mean that. And If I've said something else, then follow what I've said something else. I don't make these things up. It's coming from spirit. So, and she says, thanks for explaining this. You're welcome. So who else have we got? How long have we got there?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. So we can do a few more. So we've got Viv Gill. She says, hi, lovely. Could I get some guidance on my life for the next 6 months? I'll come back to you. I've got Becky Brewer. She said, could you see if my mum will come through? So we've got Viv, and we've got, why do I get pain around the jaw there for you, Viv? And Vivs, I've seen you actually doing like different things lately. I don't mean I'm in your house, but I just feel like there's different things that you're doing lately that's not the same as normal, okay? That's what I'm getting. So we've also got here Becky. She says, Becky Brewer. She says, could you see my mum come through? So mum and mediumship. So I'm just about to finish up, guys. So yeah, so Annie Denner says, eating healthy and stay healthy, motivation for all of us. 100%. Like, you've got one life. What, you know, people out there are dying for unbeknownst reasons and stuff like that. And you've got health, and you're walking and you're talking, you've got everything going for you, but you still neglect your health. And yet people come along and they say, oh, do you think I'm going to get through this with, you know, my health and blah, blah. Of course you can. You just got to do it. It's just simple. You know, if I can get through cancer 15 years ago and get to where I am now with my last $25 in my account, and I can get to where I am now, and then anybody can do it, okay? So we're just going to come back to Viv Gills. I just get the number. I get like jaw pain around you, or teeth pain or something like that. So who's that? And I feel like it's in the bottom left part of my mouth. I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of little niggly things that are annoying you at the moment, okay? So don't worry about it. Pull back the reins. They're saying, don't sweat the small stuff, because it's all stuff. Okay, so pull back the reins there. And they're saying to me, another saying, you didn't get to this far to get to this far. So pull your chin up, get it up the 2 millimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 millimeter mark, and start walking your talk, okay? Because you know better than that. And they're saying to me, you're just letting yourself spiral down at the moment. So lift it up, motivate yourself. You've got to kick yourself up the butt sometimes, you know. So, and I'll leave that there. So we've got Beck Brewer. She says that she wants a mediumship from her mum. So I also get a pain in my back there, Beck. And is that you, or was that mum? Was it? And this, she's saying to me sciatica pain, where it's sort of like on one side, and I feel like this was on the right side. Okay, and I also get, so one side was compensating for another, and I also get pain on the top part of my left part of my thigh, like hip area, which I feel like there's either crossing over or sciatica there. And they're also saying to me that things weren't right with the body. Like, the person felt really nervous. It's like the other day I did a private reading, and sure as ever, before I got to the reading, it was really bizarre, because I never suffer with anxiety, and all of a sudden I'm shaking. I'm trying to eat some food, and I've got the shakes and this and that, and I was really feeling like overwhelmed. I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? Sure as ever, I have a reading. I was on Pay TV. I have a reading, and it's one of the ladies from Pay TV. So, and I said, wow, your sensation of feeling anxious was really, really strong, because I had it before you even called. Because I asked her, I said, are you feeling really anxious, like you can't breathe? And she said, yes, hence the call. So, wow. So I actually get that for you there, Beck, and I feel like that mum is going to be fine. Your mum is always on your side, and she's shown me that she sits on the end of your bed, and you feel pressure sometimes around your feet, okay? So you feel like that you can't move your feet in bed. Well, that's mum sitting on her. So you need to actually, she's saying to me, move aside so that she can actually like sit there without sitting on your feet, okay? And then, do you see things in the corner of your eyes? Like, do you see shadows on your right? Because I feel like that you're like me, but you don't know how to use it. So you've got the shadows, you've got the instinct of something not right. You know when the phone, who it is on the phone when the phone calls, okay? So, and I feel like there's a young lady around you as well that's similar to you. And I feel like this is either a sibling or a daughter or some young lady around you that's similar to you, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So how long have we got there, Ellie? 2.5 minutes. So we're nearly at the end of the night. So Marina Thord, she says, thank you. My thoughts are it's asthma, which is what I said, yes, and that is what I was going to ask the doctors to check for next year. I feel like it's like the onset of asthma. Okay, so get that sorted out. So we've also got Catherine. She says, no, you didn't tell me anyone was dying. Oh, good. Thank God for that. She says, I was putting 2 and 2 together and getting 3. wildly guessing and worrying. My fault, not yours. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, don't assume. So this is where people go wrong with psychics, is they assume. So you need to listen to the messages properly that real psychic mediums give you, because otherwise you're going to interpret it wrong, and then you're going to panic, and then you're going to manifest it. Then it's going to happen. You don't want to be doing that. Okay, so you want to always, if nothing's clear, you go back to the psychic and say, hey, I'm really suffering with a bit, I can't get this off my mind. Can you please elaborate on that, just for a little bit, so I can get my mind off it. Okay, so then let them explain it. So Vicky Thrift, she said, thank you, Lesley. I received my bracelet and keyring. They're amazing. Love them. Thank you. Well, thanks to Jess Black for that. So Andy Dendrish says, oh my God, we have a massive storm here now, and Melbourne lightning pretty but scary. Yeah. Well, that's what's happening with the world, isn't it? So good night, everyone. To Vanessa Gilbert, thank you. We've got anything. So Trevor Alexander says, anything you are picking up about the April trip to Egypt? Yes. So, wow, I feel like that there's going to be a few more obstacles for you, Trevor. So coming up in around the end of the month. So are you planning on going to Egypt either mid to end of the month of April? Because that's what I'm getting for you. I feel like that's going to be a better time. So end of April going into May is going to be a better time for you there, Trevor, because I don't feel like that you should be going any earlier. It's going to be too chaotic. Okay, and I feel like going forward as well, I get the number 23 around you. So what's that? And I've also written 3. So you've got 3, the number 3 around you. So what's that? 3 children, 3. The month of March is significant for you as well. So end of this month is going to be like busy. Also get leading up to April is going to be very, very busy. So they're saying to me, take a big breath, because otherwise you're not going to catch up with everything that you need to do. That's why the trip is going to be pushed out between April/May. That's what I'm getting for you, lovey. All right, and I also feel like you're number 18. So I've got the number 18, so 189, so you've got September month coming up as well. So that's going to be significant for you as well. So brace yourself, because when you get there, it's not going to be what you expect. So have a plan of attack, they're saying to me, because it's not going to be what you expect in, so it's not what you expect in, April when you leave. Okay, so he says, oh, look, he's just right here. Plan for end of March to April. Yeah, I really highly recommend that, what I've just said to you. Yeah, that's pretty much it, what he said. So, and I'll leave that there. So we're coming up and we're nearly finished the show. So thank you for joining me tonight. I'm an international psychic medium, Lesley Spaliviero. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, tomorrow night when I'm back live. I'll be back again at 9 to 11 o'clock, and you're listening to a live 89 point, not alive. You're listening to Pulse 89.9 FM. And thank you to the beautiful Ellie, the producer here. Thank you. Over to you, Ellie. Cheers, guys, and see you later. Thanks, Ellie. Oh, I've got to get my radio stations right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you.